couldn't move. My body was heavy, like someone had poured cement over me. My eyes darted around the room, wide open, begging to make sense of the shadow that was standing by my bed. It wasn't the first time I had sleep paralysis, but this time it felt different. The thing in the corner wasn't just watching me, it was breathing. Slow, raspy breaths that filled the silence like nails scraping against my skull. Most doctors say sleep paralysis is harmless. They explain it's the brain waking up while the body is still frozen in sleep. They tell you the shadows are just hallucinations, your mind's tricks. That's what I used to believe too. Until the night I realized not everything we see in that state is imagined. My name is Daniel. I'm 23 years old, and for years I thought I was cursed with these night terrors. It started when I was a teenager. I would wake up pinned to my mattress, unable to scream, watching black figures loom above me. Sometimes they'd sit on my chest, their weight crushing me until my lungs burned for air. The doctors told me it was stress. My friends laughed it off, saying it was just the sleep demon. And I wanted to believe them until I noticed the bruises. Dark, finger-shaped bruises appeared on my arms and ribs in the mornings after these episodes. At first, I convinced myself I must have hurt myself tossing and turning in my sleep. But one night, I didn't just wake up with bruises. I woke up with a bite mark. It was then I told my mom. She held my face in her hands and whispered something I never expected. It runs in our family. My grandmother, she explained, used to speak of the night watchers, creatures that wander in the thin space between dreaming and waking. Most people see them as shadows, powerless illusions. But some, the unlucky few, attract their attention. For those people, the watchers are real. I didn't want to believe her. But the next night, the proof came crawling out of the darkness. I woke to the familiar paralysis, the weight pinning me to the mattress. My room was ice cold. At the foot of my bed, I saw it tall, skeletal, with limbs too long for its body. Its head tilted unnaturally, as though its neck was broken. It leaned forward, and I could hear the skin of its joints creak like bending wood. My heart hammered, but I couldn't move, couldn't scream. Then it reached out. Its hand, thin, clawed, trembling, touched my ankle, and I felt it. Cold, sharp, cutting through my skin. This wasn't my brain inventing sensations. It was real. I managed to break free with a violent jerk of my body, gasping for air, but the thing was gone. My ankle, however, had a red welt shaped like a claw. From that night on, the episodes grew worse. The shadows followed me even when I was awake, their shapes flickering at the edges of mirrors, in dark hallways, behind half-closed doors. I stopped sleeping. I stopped eating. My friends distanced themselves, unable to understand the hollow,